Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Thursday, the 7th of November, 2024. I hope you are feeling well, doing your best. And a new puzzle. I have never before played any Sudoku from Pais newspaper. I don't even know how to say it. I'm afraid, I do apologize, I don't have any Spanish. I've been to Spain a few times. It's a nice place, but I'm afraid I never picked up any of the language. So, but I'm guessing. I mean, the Spanish version for Sudoku and Expert were so close to English that I'm guessing this has to be their expert level Sudoku. Even a person who doesn't have a word of Spanish can tell that this is their expert level puzzle. But I have no idea how it stacks up to other newspaper puzzles, or if it's expert in the way that internet puzzles are expert, which may be too tough for me to play. We'll find out in a minute, I guess. Like I say, it's an experiment. Let's see. First time ever. Let me know if you find it a good puzzle or not in the comments. Yeah, first time ever. I'm a virgin at El Pais, so we'll find out in a minute. And also let me know if I'm pronouncing it anything like it's supposed to be pronounced. Probably not. Paella, that's the only thing I know, Spanish. Sangria, isn't that Spanish? Hang on a minute, I'm thinking back to my days of eating and drinking in Spain. That's all I can remember, really. What's going on in the world? There's an interesting, speaking of Spanish-speaking countries, an interesting article in The Guardian about Panama and its difficulty of operating the Panama Canal in the days of climate change and lower levels of water and having to limit the number of ships and vessels that can go through. Anyway, you can check that out yourself. Should we get on with the game? Because I have no idea how this is going to go. I can see a 9's blocking up here and up here, so that's how I'm going to start. And on the way down, we've got 7 going down here, 7 down here, and 7 across there. And I can see more 7s to get, or at least another 7, I should say. 7 blocking down here, that'll give me 7 there. We've got 4s blocking across this way, 4 up here. I don't plan to make this a regular, by the way. I don't have any fixed plans to do that, but I just thought as an evening supplementary game, I might play it from time to time if it turns out to be worthwhile. 4's blocking across here, and down here. Of course, the link will be in the description, the link to the newspaper, and the Sudoku puzzle will be in the description. You have to sit and wait for the advertising to go first, like some other websites. Well, 4's out of the way already. We've got 9 blocking this square, this square, this square, and this square. So in this column, there's a 9. We've got 9s going up to the top here. Got 2 blocking down here. Okay, missing digits here are 5, 6, 8. We've got 5 and 6 together. That's got to be an 8. And in fact, we've got another 5 blocking here. So there's the 5, there's the 6. 6 across this way, 6 down here. That gives me 6 in that square. One blocking this square, so here's a 1 in this row. The last number for this row here looks to be a 3. missing numbers over here. 1, 3. All right, let's go through like this. Okay, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and put pencil marks in because I have, as I say, I have no idea what this kind of game is really like. It could turn out to be a really tough game like you get on the internet, as opposed to games that you find in other newspapers, which are all pretty much solvable without too much difficulty. But a few pencil marks will normally finish the job, certainly for me anyway. And I'm not noticing anything else. Yeah, let's put this pencil marks. Let's see how it goes. Now I've got 2 blocking this square here, so I know that 2s have to appear in those squares there. Threes are there. The 8s can go in any of those squares, unfortunately, so I'll put them in. Over here we have 1s in these squares. What do we know about the 2? 2 blocks down here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks down here. We have a pair of 8s there. And then 9, blocking like this, we have a pair of 9s there. Okay, let's work our way up, shall we? This is 1 and 3. We've got 1 blocking up here, so 1s go somewhere in those squares, and 3s block up here, so the 3s go somewhere in those squares. 2 also blocks up here, and 2 blocks across there, so we have a pair of 2s there. 5 blocks across here. Now I know I said earlier on 5s are in these squares, but that means we still have 5s possible up there. 6, what do we know about 6s? Anything much? No, 6 is down there. And 6, 8. 6 and 8 are in those squares there. Okay, what are we looking for here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we know anything about 6? No. 7 is in one of these 2 squares. And 8 blocks across here. Aha, there we have something. So 8 is in those squares, so these in fact can't be 8 up there. That's not enough to find the right pattern though, is it? I don't think so. Alright, so let's move across then. So 1s can go in any of these squares here, 2s can go in those squares, and 3s can go in any of those squares. In this block here, 1 blocking across there, so we have 1s here. What do we know about 2? 2 blocks across here, so 2s in those squares. No, I don't think I know anything about 3s. Eight blocks like this, so we get a pair of 8s there. Anything? Not really. Over here then, 2 blocks down here and 2 blocks across here, so we have a pair of 2s there. What do we know about 3? 3 blocks up here, we have 3s in those squares. 6 blocking up here. 7 across here and up here, so a pair of 7s there. And we've got a 3, I do believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, we've got 3 in that square there. Okay, that's good. That's got to be a 5 as well. So let's get rid of the 3 and the 5 there. And also let's get rid of these 3s across here. And that means this has to be a 1. So our 3 is here. And we can't have a 1 there. We can't have 3s there either. Okay, 1 blocking up here, so let's put 1s into these squares. This is the last block to put in the candidates. 3 blocks up here and up here, so we have 3s somewhere there. 5. What do we know? We've got a pair of 5s in those squares. 6 blocking across here and up there. 6s can go there. 7 is a pair there. In fact, that is a 7 because I can see the 8 and the 9 blocking. So I'm going to put a 7 in immediately because I can see that it can't be 8 or 9. So 7 goes there. Let's see what we can do about the getting rid of some 7s first of all. We know that's a 7. And that's a 7. And this is not 7. Now we've got a pair of 6 and 8. So this has to be a 5. And these can't be 5. This has to be a 1. And now we can remove digit 1 over here. And those candidate 1s as well. We're left with 6, 8. So these 6s can't be true any longer. And that means this has to be a 3. This has to be a 1. And these squares can't be 1. Nor can that. This must be a 1 here. 2, 6, 2, 6. It's looking okay. I've got to put in the 8s and 9s in these squares here. Let's do that now before I go any further. So we've got 8 blocking up here. We can put 8s there, and we've got 9 blocking across. And across here we've got a pair of 9s there. Okay. Right, all candidates are now in. So let's finish the game, shall we? I don't know if it needs a Sudoku technique of some kind. It's possible. Oh, hang on a second. Nope, we've got a pair of 6 and 8 up here like this. So this can't be 8. It's got to be a 1. 8's got to be down here. And this can't be 8. Now we have a pair of 2 and 9. So this is an 8 here. So 3, 6, 2... 8. I'm trying to. Oh, sorry. 6. I'm trying to say what I think this is akin to in terms of the other newspaper Sudoku puzzles. I'm not sure though. Really, I mean, it's this only the first time I've ever played it, so I can't say for certain. 2 in this square here. Let's get rid of candidate 1 up there. 1, 4, 7 are complete. That's the snooker break. This has to be a 2. This has to be a 3. 2 up there, 3 up there. 3 in that square and back over here for a 5. 2 goes there. 6, 8, 6, 8. Well, we can see that's got to be a 9 because we've got 6, 8, 6, 8, 6, 8 here, a unique rectangle. So we know that's going to be a 9. And we know that's not going to be a 9. And what else do we know? It can't be a 3, can it? So it's got to be a 6. So 8 is there. 5 is in that square. 6 here and 8 there. So yeah, maybe fairly typical, similar to the New York Times and the Los Angeles Times kind of puzzle, I'm guessing, on my first ever attempt at an expert level puzzle, similar to their kind of hard or expert level games. Maybe. I don't know. Let me know. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.